Hello and welcome to Working as Intended, your once weekly. Well, sorry guys, I haven't done this in 2 weeks. My intro game is messed up. I'm Kevin Mechanic. With me, as always, is Tragic Loss. Hope you're all having a wonderful week. Hope you had a good week last week. Obviously, I wasn't around. We're going to play some World of Tanks with y'all and answer some questions and have a good time. And there should be a new sticker right here, keeping you appraised of all the cool things going on in World of Tanks. Which right now include, most recently, I can share a nice little update. The Tier 9 Leopard PTA was getting a little bit of a nerf on the common test. They're bringing it back up a little bit. So good news for our Leopard fans.
Yeah, I've actually, I looked a little bit at it. It doesn't seem too drastic, which is nice. It's just a couple of, like, minor tweaks. I think it's, like... I think the biggest tweak is maybe 0.2 seconds, which realistically isn't that much, which is pretty nice. Otherwise, let's...
Yeah, or that's what I'm talking about is there's going to be another update. They're going to bring it up a little bit. Yeah. Hey, Insanely Average, Joe Garner, FBI Open Ups here. Voss is around. Hope you're all having a good time. Okay, Miles, how's it going over there on the East Coast, y'all?
What's up?
We're about to get hit by a hurricane. Well, we are.
How about that haircut, Tragic? You can see my shaved sides. I still got the top going, though.
You just
That's
be
getting
happy.
long.
You can't see my haircut because I cut my own hair.
Oh, jeez.
And it's on the back. Voss says, Cabbage, have you sipped the Razor Prize yet? I'm so sorry, Voss, I haven't. They're literally in organized piles on my dining room table right now. I have an appointment tomorrow to go bring them in and get them shipped out. So tomorrow.
Right. So we've readied up Tier 9, so we're going to be dropping in whenever Cabbage readies up his tank. Otherwise, I did want to point out, as some of you guys saw in our title, Aquino Tank Weekend for 2021. There is an article. It's back a little bit, so you're going to have to search. You're just going to have to go through some of the news articles. But basically, the Ontario Regiment Museum is planning on, having Aquino Tank Weekend happen next year. There are obviously some limitations. It is subject to change, but if you guys want to purchase tickets for it, there is a discount code for the Eventbrite event. So if you guys want to purchase tickets, go to the article, click on the link in the article, and use the code that's below.
I'm keen on going as well.
Same. I would love to go.
I didn't realize how much I missed it until I realized it should have happened like 2 months ago.
Yeah. Bob wants to know whose bike is better, faster, more bad butt.
And we have different bikes that are aimed at different things.
Yeah.
Tragic's definitely got a better track bike than I do.
I do, but... You know, honestly, and I think I actually sent you the video, but there was this guy who had taken, like, an adventure bike out to COTA, which is the Circuit of the Americas. It is a Formula 1 track as well. But yeah, there was a guy on an adventure bike out at COTA, and he was ripping it faster than so many of the sport bikes there.
I bet he had a 19-inch front wheel, though.
I bet,
that's the
probably.
One thing. There is a kit. There's a company in the UK called Rally Raid that will sell a kit to reduce. I have an Africa Twin that'll reduce the Africa Twin's front wheel to a 19 from a 21. But it's so hard to do a track on a skinny 21-inch wheel would just be hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, you know. Your bike is built for a couple of things, and track days are probably not one of them.
My tires have tubes in them.
My tires have tubes in them. What's up, Master Sergeant Ammo? How are you doing? I did throw out a trivia question, by the way, to keep you guys, excited while I traverse across this map. And, gosh, I don't know what's happening way back where.
There we go. Got a shot on that TVP. Ooh, I took 2 though. How do I hate when I get shot from mid. Like, we have that 140 there, but somehow we didn't spot that guy in town.
Yeah, he's probably behind solid cover, which means my guess is either the Type 61 for whatever reason, the Bat Chat, or, you know, the EBR. But I'm surprised.
Seems crazy.
Yeah, I'm surprised that the EBR isn't, like, traversing, like, here.
He might be just trying to survive longer than the first minute. That's usually what I'm doing when I try to play EBRs.
Cranky Monkey.
I did see popped up in chat. Said another Chieftain Mark 10 arrived at the museum today. We have 3 now, and they all run. That's amazing. Oh, I'm
awesome.
Getting destroyed.
Yeah, you are. I'm gonna leave because I think our west flank needs a little help. But yeah, so I saw a question before we started the stream. Someone was asking if this was World of Tanks console. No, this is World of Tanks PC. What's up, Low Phantom? Got us both. Will y'all be talking about the fox hunt on this stream? Well, Cabmec?
Oh, I'm gonna die.
Cabmec, since you're about to die, you can talk about it.
I've seen low energy today. No, I'm not low energy. I tried to quit caffeine, guys. Thought it might be a little less jittery. Or I guess theoretically low energy. Am I missing something on the fox hunt?
Are you? Oh no, I got spotted way back here.
Okay. I didn't even know that's what it was called. No. So it has been leaked. I've seen that there will be a marathon for the Tier 8 Polish medium. So that is now public knowledge. So I can say that. I didn't actually know it was called the Fox Hunt. But yes, nice. There will be a marathon for that vehicle. There will be news on that shortly. I wish you success, caffeine. Yeah, I think there will be benefits for me for trying to quit it. I was already down to like 1 cup of coffee a day, but usually before stream I'll drink another cup, and I didn't today, so I might be a little lower energy, but I don't feel tired.
You know, to me 1 cup of coffee sounds like a lot.
There you go.
What spouted me?
Zed Golden Commando says, so when I'm playing with you guys, I won't have a tier 9, so we can play tier 8. Yeah, we'll play any tier you want, guys. No restriction on tier if you join the queue.
There's an EBR over there. Alright, I'm super dead over here. That sucks.
Oatmeal cookies. Captain Napalm says, hey Cabbage, I no longer have to play on the 11-year-old iMac. We bought a gaming PC. So I went from minimum graphics and questionable FPS to ultra graphics and excellent. Captain Napalm, that's so cool, man. I'm so happy for you. Really, you know, you're someone who really appreciates that, and I never forget your humble origins. I never have, and it's good. It's good for you.
Yeah, I've always had at least at standard PCs, so I think I'm a little spoiled in that. The differences between Baloo from Jungle Book to Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. Alright.
Todd said, lately I've seen firsthand that too many mods make bush spotting and hiding impossible. So I think the current issue with the bush spotting is the commander vision system, right? Like a lot of people are running that, and it's really helping people spot through bushes. Because that's what just happened to me, is that position up there on the hill and Park cut. Before commander vision system, I had no problem staying safe there, but now I've realized that it's not safe anymore. So it's very possible, and I've seen a lot of people say that of all the equipment updates, they think it's likely that that's the one that's probably overtuned.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens with it, but it definitely is changing the way the game is played.
Yeah. I think vision is definitely... Oop. There we go.
Look, he says, yeah, I get called a cheater using CVS. Some mediums can use them. Yeah, Todd says, will they be further banning more mods? Well, Todd, this is it's a new piece of equipment that's causing the bush stuff, as far as I'm aware. We are always looking for mods that provide unfair advantage to add to the banned list. But as far to my knowledge, the reason that there's been a shift in that recently since the patch is because of the Commander Vision system equipment.
Yeah. Do you guys feel like heavy tanks are balanced? Seems like heavies are the least played. I mean, everything has their place in, realistically, the game ecosystem. There are definitely some tanks that aren't doing so well, and some that are still quite useful.
So I don't know. I personally have never been a big heavy tank person. So I don't know. I don't know if I feel like I'm doing bad in heavy tanks right now, but I feel like I always do bad in heavy tanks. So
fair.
It's not new.
Alright, tier 10 dropping in.
Sure.
Can we spend our anniversary coins freely, or do we have to save until October for some big prize? I mean, nope. Technically...
Spend them freely.
Yeah, I was gonna say, technically, regardless if there's a big prize, like, you can spend them freely. I'm not stopping you from doing that.
I thought there were some theories that there was going to be a big prize that people should save them for, and I don't believe that's the case. The stuff that's available now is the cool stuff, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
Ken says he was judging by queue numbers. They are a bit... Well, one of the things is heavies probably have an easier time than anybody else finding games. So they stay in queue a shorter amount of time.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'd have to ask somebody who's a lot better and more in tune with the meta than me about the current state of heavy tanks. I mean, equipment changed a lot. And like I said, I think Commander Vision System's probably having the biggest overall impact on the meta right now. To my knowledge, but you know, there's some people in chat who will let me know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, from my perspective, heavy tanks are probably not as popular, mostly because vision and speed are a little bit more meta right now, and so you do see often, you know, light tanks and medium tanks, you know, going out there, but you know, heavy tanks are still viable.
I don't think I'll have to check in with some of the competitive folks, but I seriously doubt that those mods will have changed, like the 277 and the 5A being really good in organized play. The meta between random battles varies battle to battle based on the team compositions of the map, and the meta in competitive is totally different than what you see in random battles, because obviously you can't just get a mob of like fast heavy tanks in Russian area if you don't have a bunch of everybody on the same page. So we'll see over time. I think people are still adjusting to the changes. I know I still am. I saw somebody say they love the turbo. That's still my favorite part about this patch. I think I said it right after the patch. But the way that people are using stuff like the turbo to like bring the tortoise and the T95 and do a bit more relevance is really cool.
Way to call me out, Bob. Bob says, love how Tragic goes high-pitched on half her sentences to make them sound like questions. You mean like this?
And it was the A46. Yeah, I've been seeing the scuttlebutt on the A46. I get it, guys. Sometimes we put out a stinker, you know. Is the Leffer going to be sold or given away anytime in the future? Andy, it's likely that it'll appear in like a limited ability sort of way. Like I think they were available in gift boxes last year or the year before. I don't think if you see a regular sale, it'll probably be one of those deals where like you buy your premium time and get the tank on top. I don't think it'll be on like a normal sale. That's my take. Don't take that as hard fact.
Yeah. I'm an up-talker. I tend to pitch up at the end of my sentences, I think, because as I say my sentences and as I'm running out of breath, I have that, like, anyone who has been in band knows that every single band director says this all the time. As you get to the end of your breath, you go harder. And so I tend to pitch up at the end of my sentences because I'm going harder at the end of my sentences, so it just goes whoop. So I think
I think it's a pretty common like California
that too. But But
people say Californians don't have an accent, but they do have some habits.
Ouch.
Oh, okay. T-54 can see me. That was a nice shot. Blue said, can we spend our coins freely? Yes. Yeah. Yes. You can spend your coins freely. There is no big prize you're going to miss out on if you don't spend them. I saw a bunch of crazy theories about what might be coming, and they were all wrong.
Wowza, ouches. Ouch. Owie. I am being shot at. This sucks. Wow.
Napalm says, hey, Cabbage, that being said, my last game on my iMac was my best game ever. 8 kills and 6750 damage on my Object 703 on proc, my highest XP game as well. Wow, that's awesome. Congratulations, Napalm. Good send-off for the old rig.
Did Tragic ever go to band camp? That is for you to guess and never find out.
Guys, I'm so stoked for Captain Napalm. My first, really, somewhat decent gaming PC was such a big moment for me. I'm so excited you get to go through that.
Is the M44 getting nerfed? I wish, honestly.
I think it should.
Yeah.
Is my response to that.
The reason people don't like heavies is because everyone just stabs the 2 key and pens you easily. I mean, honestly, fair, but also there are ways that you can angle your tank to, I know it sounds really kind of condescending, but you can angle your tank in ways, and you can go and you can basically avoid being penned. Pressing 2 is not auto pen.
I feel like every time I go hill on this map, I get zerged by the other team there, and my team goes south for some reason.
Every Monday, do you guys go live? No, we don't stream on Mondays.
Yeah, sorry, Hugo. That game
Did I play the flute? Yes.
We just gotta run over.
I did play the flute. How did you guess? Alright.
Najin says the DPM on the E46 is atrocious. Gun handling seems poor. Shell velocity seems slow. For some reason, it's the specific power is the same as the Type 564. It feels more sluggish. That is what I'm hearing, Najin. I'm hearing that the E46 is a bit of a stinker.
Tragic, are you allergic to your cats? Yes, I take allergy medication every single day so I can tolerate being around my own babies. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So we got seeing the average in the platoon now, and he's picked a tier 8, the Cent 5-1. And I'm going to join him. I haven't played the Cent 5-1 in a while. That's a really good tank.
Is band camp really a thing for you Yanks? Yeah, band camp is a real thing.
It's not just an American Pie joke.
Yeah.
Although most people's experiences are not American Pie experiences.
Heat pens, that was terrible advice. I'm sorry if you think that's terrible advice, but, realistically, yes, there are some tanks in which you can't always 100% angle against, but learning how to angle your tank will reduce those. Tristan says, can I be next to play with you both? Sign up on our Platoon Q list over on Twitch. Any news on the Super Chaffee? Super Chaffee?
My lips are sealed.
You cannot avoid being penned. I never said you could 100% avoid being penned, guys. I just said that there are ways that you can basically minimize your chance of being penned. You can angle yourself.
How do you guys put the 703 Barask and 44-100 on sale at the same time? My wallet cannot take this.
Well,
yeah,
please don't go into debt.
It's hard to build up that credit stock. Not everyone can be 13 Disciple and be sitting on 180 million credits at all times.
Am I the only one that likes the Tiger 2? I feel like a lot of people like the Tiger 2. It's just that not a lot of people like playing it.
I actually had a really good run in the Tiger 2 when I was grinding that line. I'm not sure why. I'm definitely not a good heavy tank player, but for whatever reason, the Tiger 2 worked for me. I just played it as a second line heavy, and focused on the DPM, and I did pretty well in it. So it seems to be the tanks where I think to play passively and really try to like take advantage of sight lines and let my teammates spot for me. That's usually when I actually play World of Tanks well. Like I had purple stats in the Challenger because I was so particular about trying to stay at the maximum edge of my range and take advantage of the gun. But then I play like tanks that are actually good, and I suck in that. I love the Tiger 2 before the buffs as well. I haven't actually played it since the buff. I'll have to repurchase it and see if it's even better now.
I'm trying to be so sneaky that I can't even talk right now.
That even 90 is so cheeky.
Yeah, he is. Wow! I don't actually know how— oh, that's why. EBR. Probably.
Yeah, those guys, it was really strange. The Brask and that even 90 just fought us there.
I have colorblind mode on. You can change that in your settings. Oops. Whoa, that's not the button I wanted to press.
Yeah, we can switch to my game, guys. My internet right now just isn't capable of supporting upload for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's also one of the reasons why I'm not streaming on my channel
still
at the moment. Is I'm literally getting right now, guys, from my network provider. My download's been good, but I'm getting 3 meg upload, like the number 3.
Jeez.
So gameplay for me just isn't feasible right now. Sorry, guys.
Do you want to catch that question, Cab?
Semper says, I'm just curious why you chose the live stream and tell us that Mr. Beautiful was offered to he was, to my knowledge, Semperfish. Definitely not a lie.
I believe that would be a question to ask Domo Sapien. But as far as we knew, he was offered CC.
I mean, I put him on the list myself.
Yeah. I mean, my guess is it could have been revoked by Domo for...
shouldn't have been revoked.
Okay, well...
I don't know what happened. I'll look into it. But it wasn't a lie.
Yeah. When do you guys go back to office? I miss bingo. I know you guys miss bingo. Realistically, I don't think we're going back to the office this year. So until it's safer to be in office, I don't expect us to go back.
So where we're at right now is like we could start going into the office, but everyone have to wear masks all the time and maintain distancing, and it's not feasible for operating the studio.
Wow, that EBR has great aim.
Masks on stream, I guess. Would you guys enjoy mask streams?
I mean, as long as we can hear still. What killed that? Oh, shoot. Hello. Well, spotted the Brask. I miss play along countdowns. Yeah, you can kind of like guesstimate a count in with us, but yeah.
Indeed, Horrell, indeed. Viva la Belarusians.
I don't know how that... Where's that T-69? How did he get shot?
Randall says maybe if you were the Lone Ranger, a mass stream would be okay.
I don't have Twitch, though. I mean, making a Twitch account is free. Like, there's not any other way for us to, like, keep track if it isn't in our queue system. So... you're gonna have to deal...
Unfortunately, the way we have it set up, you have to be on Twitch, Tristan. That's where the bot that handles it is. We would run a similar bot in YouTube if it was possible, but it's not possible to integrate those currently with the options we have available to us.
Yeah. I don't know where that Barask went. He's probably still back there, and that EBR is making it difficult.
No worries, HRD.
Wow. That sucks. I'm one shot now. Wow. Physics amuse. Oh gosh. Let's see. Any more tanks coming to the anniversary store for anniversary coins? Not that I know of. Not that I know of.
Rod says, hello, tankers. I've been playing for a while. Love playing random battles. Got something like 16,000 kills. Wow. I have the 7-year pin. Rod60 says, have fun. It's just a game, and trolls stay home. Thanks, Rod. I hope I'm glad to hear you're still enjoying the game. That's awesome. 16,000 kills.
Ooh, that was a good whistle. That came through nice and crisp.
Strong whistle.
Yeah.
I'm really worried about the wheelie boy.
Yeah, same. That ELC.
Wendigo with the first positive message about the 8046 that I've seen so far. Glad you're enjoying it, Wendigo.
How are you?
Got the wheeled one.
Nice.
I love this tank. This tank is so good, guys.
Ooh, oh, come on. No!
Yes, I believe there will indeed be a code today.
Yes, there will be.
Pixie Fly says, here's another positive message. It's a perfect crew for tier 3 British tanks. Yeah, that was one of the things I saw. Is it has a totally different crew layout than the high tier British lights, right? Well, you need more crew, right?
Wow.
So I guess it's better than the alternative. At least you can train the crew members that you would use on the Mana Core, right? It's just that you also have to have some additional crew members. Blues Traveler says, I love the A46. 82% MOE. Ooh, nice.
I don't understand people complaining about free tanks. They're free. I mean... It's
the classic...
wow. I love
issue we have whenever we release a tank.
I love
if a tank is too good, we're creating overpowered tanks to make money even when the tanks are free. If the tank is bad, nobody wants to play it and everyone complains about it. It's really, really hard. We've hit it a couple of times, but it is really hard to find the perfect balance of a tank that is unique and good, but not so good that it has a problem. It's a tricky balance.
Yeah. What tank would you say fits that description? I would say the even 90, actually. It's unique and it's good in very specific ways, but you can have a lot of fun playing in multiple different playstyles. That's
a good question for chat, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's a good one. Pixie Fly says the T50-2. I think that's a good one as well.
Yeah.
Chat, what do you think? What do you think is a good example of a tank that's unique and fun to play but not overpowered?
I would say, additionally, premium tank. Just because, like, there are a lot of, tech tree tanks that, are very similar to each other within the line. So I want to hear, like, premium tanks or gift tanks or reward tanks or whatnot.
I'd like to see some more tankettes. Ample says the Brask. I like the Brask. I actually think of the Brask as being kind of strong, but maybe it's not. I really like the Brask, though. It's really good. T78. T78 is quite good. Quite good.
Ooh,
T34 85M.
Yeah.
I like that choice.
Interesting.
That's a good one.
The ravioli. Yeah. The Poodle, Type 69.
The 5.9. Yeah. I like this is a good variety here. Yeah. Najin says, what do you guys think of the T49? It's my all-time favorite tank. Which gun do you run it with, Najin? I really like the T49. I like all of the American lights. As fun as the big gun is, and I have to say it's my favorite because it's funny when it hits, I actually kind of like running the small guns on those tanks and playing them as like small, fast, medium tank. The people want the queue opened.
I know, guys. Can't open the queue yet. It is quite early in the stream, and we have a few people out. That is what I get for not opening the queue. There's a few people still left in the queue, so until we get that down to a couple, only a couple in queue, then I'll open it back up. Otherwise, we are going to be hopping into a tier 3 once Cabbage Ready is up.
I'm trying to pick something weird to play. I'm going to play with BTSV, folks. That's always a weird one.
Huge amount of recent Marathon tanks may have been initially strong, but the fact that they were made available for grinds for free was pretty good on you guys. Yeah, I'm a pretty big fan of the Marathon style of being able to earn discounts on a premium tank or being able to earn the whole tank for free. Like, it's a nice balance between money and money and time, I would think.
Oh, that was Jed. Jed was the ELC. Jed, that was such a... I was so confused when you started just shooting me. I was like, gosh. Who does this ELC even 90 think he is? He's trying to fight me head on.
So we have FBI open up on the other team, by the way. Apparently they were also on the other team last match, so let's see who wins this time, FBI.
Pixie Fly says a huge number of recent marathons. Oh, yeah, sorry, you already read that one. Yeah, I think that's cool. I hope, that trend continue. I think people are a little more bearish on the next marathon tank, but we'll see. Ellen says, is the Polish Media Marathon due to start soon? It is. News will be coming out on that soon. Wendigo says, I can't pronounce the dog's name in the Rudy. I believe it's... I need Domo for confirmation, but I believe it's Shark. Sharik.
I thought it was Zarek.
It might be Zarek.
Oh my god, I keep running into things.
It's a sound that's somewhat in between there. Shark. Yeah. There's like a TSH chart at the front of it, I think.
Oh no.
My auto aim didn't work.
Either that or you didn't click good enough.
Oh, I clicked good enough.
Yeah, are you sure?
Yep.
Because the game didn't think so.
I'm a professional clicker.
Wow. Did you... You really just said you're professional.
I did. I clicked professionally. I get paid to click.
What? Where is our BT5 going? I don't know what's happening. I want that Panzer 1C to pop out, though. Ooh. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I don't have equipment on this.
You don't?
Nope.
Oh, well, that sucks. Oh. That definitely sucks for you. What is happening? What was that? I have no idea what that all was. I'm gonna go this way. Because
I think we won the fight
like
up there.
Fun yeah, we did! This looks like a fun time.
Says more fun than the T-49. Is it? I don't know. T-49 is pretty fun. But the Bulldog's cool too. I was a big fan of the Black Dog for a really long time. I played the heck out of that tank.
Can I see anybody over there? No. I cannot see in that direction. I don't know where the Panzer S5 is. Oh, hello.
This is turning into a route.
Yep. I see that.
Oh, sorry. I may have just smashed Diamond Waffles up. I'm going for the ram kill on the BT7 art here. Oh, he saw me coming.
Wow.
Oh, this BT7 arts hurt so much. Oh. KK Sanders says, so I just learned a fun fact from the Chieftain. Apparently the movie The Hunt for Red October was a documentary about Sean Connery, who under order from MI6 under the codename James Bond defected from the UK Navy to the USSR Navy, then defected to the USA Navy from the USSR Navy to the top secret service. That is 100% correct. That movie is a historical documentary.
This gun is not good for long distance at all.
Napalm eyes are doing pretty well. I just trying to spend a little less time on the screen lately, and it's been helping.
That's good.
Chilled Enderman says, will there be any more Swedish lines coming out? It's certainly a possibility in the future, Enderman, but none that are like actively in development right now, to my knowledge. Najin says, derp on the Sheridan is worse than the T-49 in my opinion because it's the same gun. More likely to pen and kill lower tier tanks than higher tier tanks. Yeah, I think that's true, but I've definitely seen some people make it work just fine on the Sheridan. T-49 derp was better at tier 8 when it could one-shot scouts. Yeah, great. Good. Jeffrey says, guys, could you play the Kranvan? I actually did play the Kranvan earlier, and it went very poorly, but maybe we can do another one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that was like the last tank that you just played.
Dude says, on EU, T-49 players are berated for not spotting. I keep saying it's a unique playing style like a ninja. Sneaky, sneaky.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, at this point, shouldn't the joke be that track lights aren't spotting vehicles anymore? I think that's what wheeled vehicles
or something like that.
Riley says, when are Italian heavies and such? No ETA on Italian heavies. They do. There's a couple work in progress Italian heavies, but the line itself does not have an ETA.
Well, I spotted that guy. Any assistance would be greatly appreciated.
Diamond Waffle's going to be going for the Top Gun here.
Yeah, seriously.
5 kills and he's close to a 6. Oh, come on, Diamond. Oh, he's so close.
I believe in you.
The guy's 22 health.
Come on, I believe.
Don't. Oh. Come on, Diamond, get that 6 kill.
Diamond, come here. I will leave him for you.
Collusion.
Come here.
Collusion.
Come here.
Yeah.
Hey!
Right. Diamond Waffles with the top gun. GG. Well done.
I spotted
Diamond
for
Waffles.
him. I get the you tried sticker.
Definitely got the Top Gun assist there.
Yeah.
FPI Odom says, World of Tanks today. I'm thinking about a good gaming PC. Don't want to spend over 800. Do you have any suggestions? I would go to, I believe that, what's the subreddit? Is it Build a PC?
Something like that. You can also use Newegg. Newegg allows you to sort by compatibility if you're trying to build your own PC. It'll also consider like dimensions as well, but you do have to consider like some motherboards have like bricks basically attached to them, and those keep
there's also PC part picker. Like specifically the market changes so much on PC parts that like what you can get varies a lot. But my advice would be to do as much research as you can.
Diamond Waffle did 1,200 damage in a tier 3
monster game. I don't have a specific recommendation for a PC to go out and buy.
Yeah. Let's see. All right.
Aaron says, what do you guys think about the SU-152? I think it hits like a truck, and it's hilarious.
True. I gotta ask, why were some trees shortened altered? Like the T-28 prototype and the T-28 TD lines. Basically, one of the big reasons was the simplification of... So some tech tree lines have a certain playstyle, and so being able to simplify the playstyle from tier 1 all the way through to tier 10, while albeit tier 1 doesn't quite fit any playstyle, but you know, from tier 5 and above, a lot of the times the playstyle is very similar across tank lines, and we wanted to keep that. And so changing it, simplifying the tech tree, also makes it easier for newer players as well. So lots of little different reasons.
There was also, and some people have observed this, there's a somewhat cynical decision to make life easier on the balancing team by moving some vehicles that weren't really seeing much play into the collector's vehicles, which are vehicles that no longer receive balance updates.
Yeah.
So that was part of it too, and you can. The cool thing is you can still get those vehicles. You can, you have opportunities to get them for bonds, and there'll be various other ways to get more of them in the future. So they're still around, but you'll find, for example, like the I believe the Jagdpanther 2 got dropped from the German case-mated TD line. That's a collector's vehicle now, and the Ferdinand is the tech tree vehicle.
Yeah.
A lot of lines got cleaned up that way.
I have a messed up lettuce.
I like the old tech tree way better. I understand. I personally prefer to have more choice as well. But I do think that the new one achieved its intended goal of making things a lot more understandable for newer players.
Yeah. Younger player, isn't this game rated for teens? Yeah, but the thing is, almost any game you can play if you're younger, as long as your parents are okay with it. And so technically there are people out there who play our game who are younger than the standard, what is it? T for teen, age 13 rating, basically.
Yeah. So those are recommendations. Parents are... We have a lot of situations where when there is a younger player playing, it's because they're playing with their father.
Yeah.
Or their mother, but usually their father. And those are usually my favorite stories. It's like me, my kid, and my dad, or my brother all play this game together.
My dad got me started on World of Tanks. Does that count? How close will whatever hurricane is next get to you? Probably not very. We're in Austin, which is very inland.
Yeah, we'll get we'll almost
rain.
Definitely get rain.
Thunders.
But and there could even be some flooding around us. But nothing. The actual hurricane is no threat. We have tornadoes to worry about here.
Yeah. California has fire tornadoes to worry about right now. Apparently.
Yeah. Fire tornadoes. Classic.
Ow! What? You are a tier 8, sir. Hello? Why are you hiding behind very soft, very low HP me? Wow. Super rude. You're taking that next shot.
Just turn chat and PMs off, then any age can play. Yes, if I personally was going to set up a kid in my family to play, I would make sure that all chat was turned off. Because that's where the bad stuff's going to come from. Kids says, hope your peeps and Minsk are safe and sound. Yeah.
So do we.
Everything we're hearing from our folks there is that Wargaming's taking good care of them and taking measures to make sure they're safe and sound.
What are you doing?
We're happy. It's probably going to hit east of Houston. Yeah.
What the heck?
You know, hope everything works out.
I see. Where is more heavies? Hello?
Well, I'm at tier 6, so I'm hiding.
I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared.
You should be scared.
Yeah, that hurt. That hurt a lot. I didn't mean to that. Tragic forgot to shout Russia. Yeah.
Corinne just says, is this the NA server guy who said I would pay good money to see Sir Gun hang from roof? Just asking because it's in there. Yes, Karanja, that is indeed me. For context, since I'm sure you didn't get it from Sarkon's stream, I was talking about a commercial that was aired here in the U.S. where somebody was playing a gaming PC while hanging upside down and typing on the keyboard backwards while upside down. And I'm not sure how exactly that came up, but that is how that soundbite was formed.
Yeah. What do you guys think about World of Tanks Blitz? It's a nice phone game. I've played at least 200 battles in it.
I played a ton of Blitz. I used to work on Blitz.
I stat padded with the Valentine 2. I think I had a like 70-something% win rate. I
love Sargon, by the way. He's a good guy. He's a good Warhammer painter too.
It seems with the new equipment that all of them needs to be removed by either this. I'm guessing you mean the demounting kits. Why is it that we used to be able to remove non-complex equipment like Binox for free? Well, I mean, it was a part of the equipment rework that lower tier equipment is now cheaper, and also it is relatively easy to earn demounting kits now, but in general, you're probably not going to be moving equipment around all that much. That and a lot of equipment is now cheaper at lower tiers, so.
Hey, I'm a noob. Let me know your World of Tanks username in your next post. I'll make sure that gets taken care of.
Yeah, I asked Llama about the equipment. I should have probably checked on it today, but I didn't get the chance to.
Back to Blitz real quick. I think Blitz holds up really well. I think it was one of the original mobile, like, 3D action games. And I think it's still one of the best ones. Like honestly, I think it's for a mobile game, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's even fun to. I used to play it when it came out on Steam. I used to play it for a while, just because it's fun to get a game of tanks in really quickly with the 6v6 no RD situation.
Back when the T50-2 was originally removed, why was the XP on the tank moved to the KV-85? Honestly, don't know. That's a weird movement.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Answer for that one.
Let's see. I went through a demount, remount, sell activity, and made a ton of credits. Nice. That's awesome.
So as far as I know, Mittengard is not on the list of maps to bring back. And the specific reason was there were some really silly things you could do with that map for, like, I believe it was the FCM pack, and you put, like, binocs on it, and then you can spot all the enemy tanks across the map at the beginning of the match. Yeah. It was just too small, even for low tiers, for how the game works now.
So Travis Kirkland says I've done everything I can. On? Yeah, I was gotta interrupt me. But yeah, do you have VSync turned on, because that will cap you at 60 frames per second? The other thing is make sure that your monitors are have the setting to go up to your monitor's refresh rate, which is the hertz 144 or so, whatever it is.
It was fun.
So I did invite Peta's Foe to our platoon. I'm not getting any response. I will send a quick message just in case, just to check on them. Peta's, if you're in chat, please let us know. How do I find my screen hertz? So, okay, give me like 2 seconds and I'll tell you exactly how to change it. I believe it's in display settings, and you can go into like advanced display settings, and you can see your refresh rate. So mine is 60 hertz. I really need to upgrade my monitors, but there is, if you go into, gosh, I forget where you go to change your refresh rate, but I think it's in your, I think whatever graphics card you have. So like I have NVIDIA GeForce, and if I go into the NVIDIA GeForce display settings, I can turn my
NVIDIA control panel.
Yeah, that's what it is. And you can turn your hertz up. So like your most monitors, some of them will come in the box set at 60 FPS or 60 hertz. You can turn it up. So I think Peta's isn't getting my invite, so I'm gonna kick you from the platoon. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna invite. By the way, Dano. Yeah, I'm gonna invite Peta's, and then I'm gonna invite you. All right, invite to you out.
No, please, comrade. What is this?
I don't know. Please. It seems like you weren't getting my invite, Peta's Foe. It's not your fault. I has the 59 hertz. Oh, 69 hertz. South America should be combined with North America. Made Western Hemisphere? Too few people use South America. I mean, I don't know. I don't personally agree with that, but I can understand the I guess frustration, since we used to have
bringing the talk.
Yeah, since we used to have like East-West servers, and then they got combined, and then they got split up again, and then it got combined, and now we have Central and South America. So
yeah, 144 hertz is great, Lucky. It's up there.
Yeah, 144 hertz. You can also, if that still doesn't work and you're, so if you didn't turn, or if you turned off VSync and your monitors are set to the maximum hertz for them, the other thing is you can go into the preferences XML in World of Tanks and uncap your FPS, because I think there's a different cap in the settings somewhere or something. You could probably find a video or a post on it, but
it's definitely not a limitation of the client. Like World of Tanks will go. I'm currently getting a listed 180 FPS. Obviously, that's not actually what I'm seeing, but it's definitely possible to get over 60. Unfortunately, in your specific situation, there's no way we can troubleshoot you all the way through. It's possible our technical support CS might be able to help. Possible. But possible. You might have better luck on the forums or the Discord.
Yeah.
Where you can get some screenshots out. Harm Flying Dutchman says, hello, Cadmech and Tragic Loss. Greetings from a Dutch Klausian.
Ooh.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Hey-o.
Glad you enjoy Klaus's content. He sure is entertaining.
Oracle says in regards... Oh, sorry.
I was just saying, Nagent says Tog is a very bad tank. Yeah, in my opinion, because it's a bad tank, I think the hate on it makes it underrated. It's better than the hate it gets. It's definitely an underrated DPM tank. Like, if you ignore it, a Tog will mess you up.
In regards to the XP moved during the T-52-2 removal way back when, is there any way to get that XP off the tank that was moved that I never researched? I don't think so, unfortunately. No. Generally, from any event, which is kind of actually surprising as to why it went to that tank. Generally, XP from an event tank or from the removal of a tank will go to the tier 1 for the tank of that line. So it should have gone to, what is it, the...
that one was so long ago, I think it was done by different rules is the thing.
Yeah, that's probably it. Come out and let me shoot you.
Hey Todd, how's it going?
I killed Klaus 2 days ago. Nice.
I think Steel said he's been playing 7 years. Cool, Steel. Spasibo for stopping by. Privyet, hope you're having a good day. There is a CS marathon coming up. I can't share details, guys. It's not technically public yet. You will find out in soon time.
In soon time. As opposed to
I did want to back to the
time.
Tog real quick. The Tog can mess you up if it gets ignored, but the problem is no one ignores a Tog because it's a giant XP pinata, right?
Yeah, true facts. Whoa, hell! Oh my God, hot Tog! Sorry, I just Peta's just like came into view with his what word do I want to use? With his ginormous presence. Oh God, that was fantastic. You just like popped into view with a hot dog and I was just like, ah, yes, okay, nice. Why can't I see this?
You have to rub against the Tog for luck.
Oh, do I? Okay. Alright, let me rub Tog for luck.
Pettis says, I can see myself on stream. This is a trip.
Is it a good one?
Large meats going across the stream. So what I've discovered is that as fun as the buggy is, I'd rather be in a Cromwell B. And I can tell because I'm fighting a Cromwell B and we have like the same accuracy, but he has way higher DPM.
Yeah, rubbing the Tog for luck absolutely worked, by the way.
Hot dog no, Chicago dog yes, 100% Frank Booth. I don't understand why it's so hard to find a good Chicago dog outside of Chicago. It's not that complicated. But other cultures just don't seem to be as superior as Chicago.
Like I'm on TV. True. Okay, I'm gonna go. Because it doesn't look like we're doing much over here, so...
Poppy seed bun, electric green relish, mustard, a little bit of celery salt, run it through the garden, get a tomato, some sport peppers maybe in there. Not sport peppers, pickle. Chicago encased meat culture is far superior to other encased meat cultures.
Encased meat. I will give you that one. Let's see.
Sonic Chicago dog is okay.
The first thing that popped into my head, by the way, was a Philly cheesesteak. Did you ever go to the Philly cheesesteak place, like, relatively close to the old office back in California?
There was a chain of them in the East Bay, one of which was within walking distance of my house. The cheesesteak shop. I think it might be the same chain. It was pretty good. I'm not a big cheesesteak guy, but it's pretty good.
I love cheesesteak. That's, like, one of my favorites, like, hot sandwiches. Oh, hello. You're a KB3.
Portillo's has a good hot dog, and there's one in Moreno Valley. Yeah, I'm upset that when I was living in California, they didn't build any of the Portillo's near me.
Oof, 400 damage. There's definitely
business,
a KB3
it's 100% going to be a Chicago hot dog stand.
I'm not surprised, honestly. You seem like a hot dog.
I'm a Chicago dog evangelist. We need to bring it everywhere.
There's always money in the hot dog stand.
Oh, well, the M44 found me. R.I.P. But the Dodger dog, get out of here with that nonsense. You gotta, don't you have enough going on for you in LA? You really need to take hot dogs. Also, the Bay Area bacon wrap dog trumps the Dodger dog, in my opinion.
Does it? Surprising.
If you ever take Bart to go to a game at the Coliseum, like an A's game or a Warriors game, well, you used to go there to go see a Warriors game. There'd always be vendors lining the bread. It really, even at like TwitchCon in San Jose, remember? There's tons of bacon wrapped hot dogs.
Snap.
Little
M44. These M44s are destroyed.
Allmore says, as a Padres fan, I have to automatically boo a Farmer John Dodger dog. Portillo's is trash. You lost all credibility. Who said Portillo's is trash?
Wow.
I would never. That's like a. I certainly didn't say that. If you think I did.
The Artie is over there.
I mean, the knock against Portillo's is like the large chain. And there are definitely better hot dogs in Chicago, but Portillo's definitely isn't trash. Oh, Nico's saying.
I'm dead. I'm super dead.
Nico, are you in Chicago? What's your favorite stand?
Oh no! I tried so hard and got
these
so
American
far.
brands sound so gibberish to me. Yeah, I've had that experience before, Oracle. It is hilarious when people from a different country are talking about brands you don't know.
Lucky Wandering, please put real cheese on literally anything. Do not come in here with cheese whiz. What? We are cultured.
Aren't you supposed to put cheese whiz on a cheesesteak, though?
No. Why?
Isn't that the authentic?
No. That sounds gross. That sounds disgusting. I'm sorry.
Pretty sure that's the authentic. I see some Canadian flags in the shot. Let's hear it for the poutine.
Hey, I love poutine. All right. Anyways, we are. What did that guy say?
We're all dead. I did so bad.
I thought he said retreat, crommy, and I thought he said something much worse. Cheese whiz is orange plastic. True facts.
We've
Philly
room for all
cheesesteak
junk
has
food
to
in
have
this
cheese
stream.
whiz. Why? That sounds weird and gross. All right.
Bob says $1 hot dog night at Round Rock Express if baseball's ever legal again. I need to go to a Round Rock Express game. I miss seeing live baseball.
All right, Voss is up next.
Yeah. I don't care what you do with a hot dog as long as you don't put ketchup on it. That's correct, Mark.
Voss, why can't I find you? Did you change your name? Am I Voss? Oh, Vexed. Okay. I was like trying to find you.
And it says, I'm from Boston. It's not a hot dog town at all. Fenway Franks are eaten because they're there. It's basically low-end supermarket Franks. Hannah, what's the What's the street food in Boston? I've been to Boston a couple of times. I don't recall really ever seeing like street food carts.
I don't know, but I do have to say, you know, the one time that we went to Boston,
we had really good dim sum.
Really good dim sum. Oh my gosh. Like, okay, you know, I always have to judge like the Chinese food because, you know, my mom's Chinese, I'm half Chinese, so I have to know my Chinese food. And when I came to Austin, I was like so disappointed in like the selection of like Chinese food. So when we went to Boston, I was just like, I'm pretty sure there's actually like a very large Chinese community over here in Massachusetts. So I was like, I'm pretty sure the dim sum would probably be pretty good. And we found this like not quite hole in the wall, but it was definitely a smaller shop. And I was just like, guys, let's go get dim sum.
Well, I thought we specifically went there for that place. Didn't you get it recommended? Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get it recommended. I just looked it up, and you know the reviews seemed really good. But the big thing was like ordering the right kind of foods, because sometimes people will order things and be like, I don't know what this tastes like, but let's try it. But yeah, so I ordered us like entirely too much food, and we ate all of it, and it was delicious. So
yes, for those of you who are new to the stream, we inevitably talk about food for a large portion of it.
Yeah.
As you can tell, I enjoy food.
All right, queue is open for a minute, since we do have... We went through 7 people. 7 people in our platoon queue list.
We played so poorly that we just died.
Okay, why did that not open the queue list? Did the bot break?
I did see Ephemeral said, I can't believe someone from San Francisco is saying that Boston dim sum was good. That's how you know it's good, though.
All right, now it's open.
Really good.
Sorry. But yeah, so Q should be open now. Sorry, I don't know why it didn't open with the command. Hello? Anybody? Alrighty then. I'm not gonna go too far, because this seems like a really bad idea.
Dan says dim sum is great in Boston's Chinatown. Yeah, that's where we were, and it was indeed great. I mean, like I said, we're definitely spoiled when it comes to dim sum, being from the Bay Area. So it's definitely good there. Travis says, I'm on the Central Coast, 5 miles from the Carmel Valley fire. Oh, so many of my favorite places have been destroyed by this year's run of fires. Bonnie Doon in Santa Cruz. Spent a lot of time there. It's gone. Big Basin Park burned down. The trees will be okay, you know.
Is Alice's still up?
Yeah, I don't think
out in the hills.
Alice is in danger.
Okay. I don't know.
So I think the worst of it, well, not that Santa Cruz it's kind of the Bay Area. It's like the south end of the Bay Area. But it was really bad down by Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
1+ million acres. Yeah. You know, to some extent, it's natural and good that it's happening. A lot of those areas have needed a fire to go through for a really long time. But it's still horrible when places you know and love burn.
Yeah,
especially when, you know, people's homes get threatened. Maximilian says, will it be possible to make codes work for people like me that live in Tasmania, Australia? As long as you play on the NA server, they will. If you play on a different server, they will not work.
Can you guys come to Canada to do some promotion for the game and also tournaments? We've done promotion in Canada. In fact, in Ontario, we've gone to Ontario Regiment Museum. We've done some.
Faneuil Hall is so cool.
What?
Faneuil Hall. When I was at PAX East a few years ago, I went to Faneuil Hall. It was like there was like a blizzard in March. It was a classic, you know, Boston situation, and we ended up going to hang out at Faneuil Hall at night when it was snowing. It was such an awesome experience. As far as tourist traps go, Faneuil Hall was one of my favorites.
What are you getting shot by?
I'm not getting shot by anything.
Oh, I'm sorry, I meant Vex. I thought it was you for whatever reason.
Josh says they're going to be a new Tier 8 Polish Premium tank. Missions are in. Yes, there is going to be a marathon for the near Tier 8 Polish Premium tank. Yeah. It has been leaked.
Oh my
More
god,
details
garlic
will
fries,
be coming very soon.
I have to make real food tonight. I've been eating way too much junk food. Oh,
yeah, I already hit that line and had to start walking it back.
Yeah. So, not very great.
Travis says that he sees you also have 59 to 60 FPS. Haha, Tragic is 59 FPS. I have 210 according to mine right now.
I have VSync turned on.
Good old VSync.
I turn on VSync to make sure I get a consistent number versus getting a high number. You know what I mean? I definitely need a PC upgrade, but because that's costly, I've opted to instead stay at my current settings and just cap my FPS.
I went to go ISU 152K and ISU 152K, but he beat me to the punch. That hurt very badly.
Oof.
Shigeo says, Cabbage, why is Wargaming nerfing the Leopard Prototype A? Well, it's been overperforming since the buffs. That said, there's going to be... The first round of nerfs appear to have been too hard. They're going to improve it a little bit. It's not going to be as bad as it currently is on the test server. That news should be coming out soon. Alan says, I want to try that poutine. I've heard a lot about it and sounds like it would be tasty. Never seen it offered by any food place here in New Zealand. Highly recommend it if you get the chance.
Oh, hello.
There is a good poutine place in the Bay Area, but we also had it in Canada and it was fantastic.
Yeah. I've been to Canada twice now and poutine's fantastic. I would get garlic poutine any day.
I'm not aware of any updates on the 780. Say who? Says me.
Says who on what?
The PTA has 48% win rate on EU server. Yeah, overall or last 30.
It's infinitely easier to track the statistics of a tank that has been in game for much longer than almost any other new tank that we introduced.
Is that the tank was doing okay and it's not Soviet, so we're nerfing it because it's not Soviet. Is the take?
Yeah.
I read the forums too, guys.
This is really bad, Vex. We're not in a good place. I don't know how we're gonna get out of this. I don't think we are. We're not coming out of this, my friend. We are almost absolutely going to die.
Aaron, we invite everyone to play with us, but we have a bot that runs on our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/worldoftanksna. You have to sign up for the bot over on the Twitch channel in order to get in the platoon queue.
Yeah, I can't do anything with that.
MX30 exists. I gotta be honest, still, I would have to direct that question to one of our balance devs. I'm not sure of the exact rationale behind it. We will hopefully be having another dev Q&A in the near future, and that sounds like it'd be a good topic for it.
Yeah. I'm noticing a garlic trend with you, Dino. Yes. It's almost like garlic is delicious.
Slice says, if you ever come to the Tank Regiment in Oshawa Cab, I'll introduce you to my favorite broiled cheese dog. You'll love it. Yeah, I probably will. What's the Veterans Hall you guys have over at the museum there? That place is awesome. 420 Wing, I think it's.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's such a good time at that place.
It's super good. They had good food too. Delicious. Ooh, I completed stage 10 of the Battle Pass.
Congratulations.
I haven't been working on it.
Pass, Joe?
Alrighty.
I think it's 420 Wing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
That hall is a good time.
Alright, lock in the platoon queue for now. Let's see. Up next we have Zed Golden Commando. Very, very long name.
Thanks for the game, Vexed. You know,
oh wow,
another
it is
thing
all
that
caps.
got me nostalgic about the Aquino Tank weekend was just how nice the weather was last time we were there. It's been so hot here in Texas the last 2 months that the idea of a summer that isn't unpleasantly warm and humid is just so nice to me. Josh, stop teasing poor Zed Golden Commando. He just wanted to have his name in caps.
Zed comes in here with his all caps name, and I'm just like, do you type in all caps all the time? And he had already sent like, hey-o, and I was like, oh, you don't. Disappointing.
It's 71 today. Oh my gosh.
I wish we had that weather.
Or says I was in Las Vegas this
Tier
last
5.
weekend, 110 at night, but low humidity. So if I hear one more person say, but it's a dry heat.
But it's a dry heat.
When I lived in Arizona for a few years, it's just, you'd always hear people say that, well, at least it's a dry heat. It's just like, it's 122 degrees outside. When I go outside, I can feel my eyeballs dry out, and I have to keep my eyes closed so they don't become little husks, okay? Don't tell me it's a dry heat.
Can one of you please? Why? That was the saddest.
Yeah, Scott says, you ain't out of the woods yet, Cabbage Sign November. Oh, believe me, I know. Believe me.
Gosh. I honestly miss California weather. Like, if I could take California weather and bring it to Texas, I absolutely would. It's just kind of unfortunate that it doesn't.
Oh, thanks, Philip. We appreciate the compliment, man.
Where I live,
it's 102 and 94%.
Do you live in Florida?
Dill, is that like southern India? Where are you at, man?
Yeah, where are you? Where are you, and why is the world so cruel?
I do heat better than humidity. I really don't do either well. North Carolina. Oof.
Oh. Goodness gracious. That doesn't sound fun at all.
Oh no, they're both in the Gulf right now, right? Both the tropical storms.
Yeah, they do. Seaside Cali. Nice, nice.
Central Coast is amazing weather, true. There's an article from, gosh, it's probably like 10 years ago now, but I remember reading an article that the people in San Luis Obispo are the happiest people in the world. It's like, if you lived in San Luis Obispo, you would be the happiest person in the world too. How could you not? The weather's always perfect.
Yeah.
You can't stay mad in San Luis Obispo.
I can check on the E100 turret thing. I haven't checked on it in a couple days. Sometimes I just kind of hand it off to our CS and our producers and whatnot, and they just kind of run away with it and whatnot. But I can ask Shouts at Wales if he has any updates for me.
Yeah, humidity does make a difference. I'm not saying it doesn't. It's just that when it's 120 degrees out and somebody says it's a dry heat, it's not relieving.
Yeah.
Because you're not like, oh, good, all of a sudden it's fine.
Yeah. There's a point in which whether or not it's a dry heat doesn't really make a difference.
Maximan says, how long you guys been live for? We are on 4 to 6 p.m. Central every Tuesday. So we have been live for 1 hour and 13 minutes.
Yeah, we have. Yes. Oh my gosh, there's a jump here. We should try that sometime.
71 degrees. Ooh, I should know.
Okay. Shouts at Wales. Wait, since Shouts at Wales is currently messaging me on our company chat, can I tell that to players? I'm waiting for your little pop-up to happen. I saw it happen and then... wait, not it. But basically, yes, it's going to be fixed. That's what I got out of the message. But I do not yet see confirmation if I can tell you guys when. Just say soon. Soon! I'm being
soon means we're not sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm reading from the teleprompter. No, so it's gonna be soon, but it will be fixed. So there you go. Oh, that was was really funny, though.
Soon in situations like that. It's not to be cryptic, guys, just because it's not locked in.
Yeah.
So we don't want to give you a date that we're trying to go for and then have it not work out.
Yeah. Dates change all the time.
That's the reason that we don't get more specific with stuff like that. It's not because we're trying to keep stuff secret from you.
Yeah.
Todd says cabbage is the same head module I do. Big.
Big head mode.
It's true. I have a huge head. It's mostly bone though. Don't worry.
Yeah. You have big head mode on all the time.
And you know, in GoldenEye 64, it was called DK mode for some reason. So that's what I've always called it. Yes, there is a Thursday stream, but that is now a different show.
Yeah.
That is the late night tank show.
Yes. Might get a name change. Yeah. You do like once in a blue moon, but it's not going to be every single time. It's kind of like
blue moons. I've never seen one.
Anyways, you've never seen
a blue moon. I've seen a white moon and like an orangish reddish moon.
It's a pretty popular ale.
Oh. Okay. But how can a beverage be on a schedule?
Oh no, I don't know. You tell me. But yeah. What was I saying before you interrupted me with that?
I was gonna say you're welcome, Outwar. That's the reason we did that, was for you folks on the West Coast. So I'm glad that you're enjoying it.
Yeah. So Commander AF is on a 6-week rotation. So every 6 weeks or so, she'll be on Tuesday. Cabbage, I believe, is on like either 6 or 8 weeks rotation on Thursday. So you will see him, just not often. I can tell you, as long as the nothing changes from now, exactly when the next time Cabbage will be on. Let me double check. Unless I completely got rid of...
Bob Edie here with the facts.
The 24th of next month
is a blue moon. I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
Like B says, so I'm sorry, just real quick. Is GameCon a Wargaming EU thing only specific Twitch drops? So it is an EU thing. However, if you are an NA viewer, the drops will work for you.
Yeah.
So you are welcome to watch EU streams. The prize, you will get the Twitch drops, and they will apply to the NA servers.
Todd.
I just saw it, Todd. Blue Moon is the second moon in a month, not the color. Got it, Todd. Yeah. Sorry, I missed it.
Alrighty, thank you, Zed, for joining us. But yeah, the next time Cabbage will be on for Thursday is the same week that Commander AF is on Tuesday, and that is so Commander AF will be on the Tuesday of the 22nd of next month, and Cabbage will be on the Thursday 24th of next month. So there is a normal rotation. Cabbage is generally on Tuesdays for obvious reasons. Commander AF unfortunately can't do Thursdays, so she's not on Thursdays. But after that, October is the next time Commander AF will be on, and Cabbage will be on in November after that on Thursday. So there is a general schedule. You guys can kind of math it out amongst yourselves.
AF stands for Alpha Female.
Alpha Female.
Talk to me, Goose. Cabbage, will the CC here on NA eventually get a chance to host drops? Yes, I very much hope so. Right, we're still, even though we're doing for games, common Twitch drops are still very much a conceptual thing that our counterparts in the EU are pushing very hard and proving that they're very valuable. If everything, assuming there's no issues with Gamescom or whatever, we're definitely gonna have opportunities to bring them to NA. Philip said, how did the community contributors get to that status? Currently, the community contributor program is invite only. You're more than welcome, if you make content for World of Tanks, to send it to us, and we're happy to review it. But we basically do waves of invites every few months for people we see making World of Tanks content. The two things that we look for, and it's me and Demo Sapien, we want consistency and quality, and by quality I mean like it's not just you playing the game and not talking. Like you have talking points. You're creating something useful and productive. You're not toxic. And then you're producing content regularly. If you do those things, I promise you will be considered for the program.
Yeah.
If you're interested in it. Here's Alex says, I'll hold you to that when it pops up in Hazard's next.
Yeah.
I thought it was almost famous. Yeah, tell Commander that is what I said it was for. I want to
see. I keep
reaction to that.
I keep saying that it means like ammo fodder, because she's new at the game. Talk to me, deputy. All right. Goodness gracious, make me have to look up different names. Wow.
Is your deputy account name actually Talk to Me Deputy? That's
yeah. It's fantastic.
Katamari Democracy, still one of my all-time favorite names that we've seen in the chat.
Yeah.
Says, hey, Wargaming, finally purchased the Battle Pass after I got the Patton M48. Great tanks and cool
Might
benefits
have
for
to
purchasing. Hey, glad to hear you got something out of it, man. That's awesome. The weekly watcher code goes into the World of Tanks website. If you're logged into the World of Tanks website, you'll see your username in the upper right-hand corner. You can click that. A drop-down menu will appear near the bottom of that drop-down menu right above Logout. It says Redeem Wargaming Code. You click on that, it'll take you to the Wargaming section of the store. You copy-paste the code in there, hit enter, and get your stuff.
Or you can go to the premium store while logged in, and there's a button that says Activate Premium, or Activate Wargaming Code there. Alright, talk to me, Goose. I did send you an invite. Oh, okay. Apparently you weren't even on yet.
Do you two have a channel besides Wargaming? We both have our own Twitch channel with the same names as you see on the stream, but I don't think either of us streams regularly or consistently at the moment.
Yeah. I don't have the energy to. Yeah, I stream RuneScape, not old school. Yeah, I find it fun.
Zed Golden Commando said I'm in Pennsylvania, by the way. Thanks for the game, Zed. Good game. It was a good one. Alan says, how to form post get pin. I did a really good one about tank reward codes, and I will do one for watcher codes. Okay, I'll have either myself or Crazy Boop will pin them, Ellen. I'll have him keep an eye out for it. Lucky Wondering says, I found the Battle Pass always worth the upgrade. Cool, I'm glad.
Recreating the platoon. Ah, there we go. All right.
Thanks, Torch. Wow, chat's being so nice today.
Yeah, I know.
Appreciate you guys.
Elite Breed says I can dig RuneScape. Yeah, I genuinely like RuneScape. Like, World of Tanks is my competitive, like, semi-competitive game that I play to, like, be good at the game. RuneScape is just the game that I play, like, to relax, you know?
We got to talk to me. He's going to be giving gold away. We got to take advantage of this to farm the opponents who zerg after him.
Tier 9.
So Chad, I want to talk to you about World of Tanks real quick. But first, I got to talk to you about Flight Simulator. Flight Simulator came out last week. I'm sure some of you are aware of that, the new Microsoft Flight Simulator. I have been playing it pretty much nonstop in my free time. Obviously, I'm kind of limiting my screen time now, but the time that I have free that I can look at a screen, I'm spending playing Flight Simulator. The thing I've always said about World of Tanks is that I love it because it's the game I always come back to, and I can't tell you how refreshing it is to pop into World of Tanks after playing so much Flight Simulator and have like these small 5 to 10 minute moments of tactical gameplay where I'm trying to think about how to position my tank and how I can help my team win, and that little bit of structure. It's such a refreshing bite of gameplay. And it's one of the reasons that I personally am probably always going to keep coming back to World of Tanks. It just is always it's always the right amount. And there's some times where I play, and just in my private life, there's sometimes where I play World of Tanks almost exclusively, and there's sometimes where it becomes more of a side game. But I always come back to it. And I was just been thinking about that, how refreshing this is after playing so much Flight Simulator. It's great.
Is there a place in settings where I can remove the map things? I don't believe so.
Todd says I only last 5 to 10 minutes on a game too, Kevin. Yeah. Today I've been mostly lasting less than 4 minutes. Jay says, I'm just taking a break from the video conference calls, listening to you two and watching you play. It's a nice break, totally enjoyable, and I learned stuff. Hey, thanks, Jay. Appreciate that. I know you're paying on the video conference calls, man. That's been most of my life for the last 6 months.
Yeah.
Luckily, Microsoft Teams is actually pretty good. I like it as far as using software for such things. But the video calls do get old after your 4,000th.
Yeah.
I miss in-person meetings. I miss going into the office. I can't believe I would ever. Not that I dislike the office, but I don't know too many people who are like so excited to go to their normal place of work. But I am at the point where I miss our office and our studio so bad.
I mean, the thing is, like, we also have a pretty solid, like, office environment. Like, there's, like, everyone just kind of generally does actually like each other. So I don't think, like, it's actually kind of nice to be around people. Whereas a lot of other people, like, they have toxic work environments and it's just kind of not great. And I'm always grateful for the fact that I actually genuinely do like all of my coworkers.
Yeah, working for a gaming company is it's probably not as cool as you would think from watching like TV shows about it, because anything you do for a job becomes a job, but it is still pretty cool.
I feel like working for NASA would be super cool.
I'm not smart enough to work for NASA.
Yeah, same. But also, like, it is, I don't know, it would be super cool to work for NASA.
Pinsmart, did he just say Microsoft is good? No, I said the new flight simulator is good.
Stop saying like so much tragic. No.
I'm not going to make a judgment on Microsoft as a company.
Like you can tell me what to do. Don't ever make me do that again. That was so weird.
Luigi says I got a job at a toy store and it's fun. Oh, that's neat. Oh man, when I was a kid, I loved going to FAO Schwartz so much. And Toys R Us too. In Chicago, we had the FAO Schwartz downtown. It was
is this a beach strat? This is a beach strat. That's strange.
Oh my gosh, they're going beach chat. What do we do? You know what we do, chat. We get on the ramp. We just stay on the ramp, guard the ramp, stop them from getting up, and we win. It's easy.
Easy peasy. Lemon Febreze.
I don't think I could rock a dino onesie to the office. Well, right now, Tragic's office is her room where her computer is. So.
Yeah. Well, that, and I have definitely worn my dinosaur onesie to work before anyways. Actually, a couple times.
I wore my Red Panda onesie.
I wore this for Halloween 2017 or 2018? 2017, I think. And I, in doing that, I had it on the outside of my motorcycle stuff. So I rode as a dinosaur.
Elite, I think the car game that Microsoft makes is Forza and Forza Horizon. That's right. We just wait for them to come off a beach. The key to fighting a beach strat is you just don't go down to beach. You just wait for them to try and get off.
You don't go down to beach.
Not even when the enemy goes beach is the answer to go beach. That was a crazy shot. Wow. Guy just hit me while his turret was spinning. Nuts.
Wow. But would you wear it on a first date? If my first date, or if my date doesn't want me wearing a dino onesie to our first date, then it's not a date. That's my answer, and I'm sticking to it.
Blur had a question that we missed. Sorry, Blur. Didn't see it.
Our bad. Just repeat it.
And I refreshed my chat and lost all the chat history.
Or make him
every
scroll.
Time. I gotta get a new push to talk button for streams. I do that every time.
Who's... Oh, okay, I saw the thing.
Yeah, Burr, feel free to repost your question. We'd be happy to answer it.
Burr. Trying to find Burr still. Oh, is there something going on lately with chat bans? I've seen a lot lately.
So the answer is yes. It's not different. It's just happening more often. The wave that scans all the chat logs and flags people for saying things they're not supposed to be saying has started to be run more frequently. So the policy hasn't changed. It shouldn't be a surprise to people. It's just being run more often. Juggernaut says Jag Panther 2 or the Ferdinand. I personally preferred the JP2 because I like going fast versus having more armor pretty universally in this game.
Is that you over there? No, that's
no,
surprising. Oof, sorry. That was kind of mean.
GPC says, so on this map, based on a historical fight to leave the beach, you're saying you shouldn't head straight for the beach? I'm saying you should stay on top of the hill above the beach and shoot the people trying to come off the beach. It's the best tactical position. Oracle says, why was the platoon system changed to not allow more than one person as arty? Gosh, it was actually a while ago, Oracle. I don't actually remember the... Oh, I think it was mostly a matter of the matchmaker more than anything, Oracle. The issue is that there's usually more SPGs in matchmaker than the matchmaker can easily place. And when we hard limited SPGs to 3 SPGs, allowing more than one in a platoon was breaking that. So if I remember correctly, the reason was we hard limited to 3 SPGs per match, and that made it so that we could only allow one in a platoon. Just because of the vagaries of how the matchmaker works.
Yeah.
Chet Banzardic. I understand the argument, guys. I personally am not out here trying to censor everyone, but here's the fact. Parents want to be able to play this game with their kid. We're going to make sure that they have a chat environment where they're comfortable doing that. If you want to, use more adult language in your Discord with your clanmates, that's totally fine in your TeamSpeak. Just keep it to those areas. It can't be in the game.
Oh no, I missed that 704.
I'm sorry to Disneyfy the situation, but that's the deal.
Come on. No. Oh no. I tried. We can't lose to this beach strat. That's just gonna suck.
I died so stupidly because I was resetting chat, trying to answer a question. We're talking about the marathon. Nope, not going to talk about the marathon anymore, other than there is going to be a marathon soon. You'll find out more details soon.
Soon, Tim. Please stop dying. Oh, wait. Was that the enemy? Yeah, that was the enemy.
I feel like one is a bit low for the cap, two would probably be better.
Free to keep dying.
I don't disagree, Oracle. Like I said, I think it was more of a technical issue with Matchmaker than it was like a choice to limit platoons. Philip said, "I've got my wife and son playing the game with me. Lol started playing back in 2011. Oh man, wow! Thanks for sticking around this time, Philip. I'm glad you're still enjoying the game. I've said it on the stream dozens of times. I'll say it again because it never stops being true. Nothing makes me happier than hearing from people who play this game across multiple generations. I think it's one of the coolest things about this game. It's weird. There's not a lot of games like that.
No, we won against speech strat.
Most parents can't get into, like Fortnite. Baba Yaga says, "Cat Mike, you look like my neighbor." Do I? I'm probably not your neighbor.
I hope you're not his neighbor.
I don't see your neighbor. I don't see my neighbors that much, to be honest.
There is a language filter, but not a lot of people are technically... Yes, it's in the game settings, but some people are just not technically adept enough to be able to find that and turn it on. And even on top of that, people can circumvent the chat filters, and there are definitely some words that aren't actually hit by it either.
I understand the argument, and I understand why people chafe at that stuff. It's just like, it's the reality of the internet in 2020. Yeah. The internet is no longer the Wild West it was 10, 20 years ago. And standards are changing, and part of that is being more aggressive with the chat filters.
Yeah.
Especially
general chat. Jeez, people.
Yeah, general chat. I don't pass any judgment on people based on language they use in a video game. I am an old school gamer, guys. Okay, I've been playing online games since since I've been old enough to understand how to make them work. I am a big believer in freedom of speech. This is the reality of the situation. These are our private servers. We want families to feel comfortable playing on them. There's going to be language standards enforced to allow that to happen.
General chat is getting moderated. Also, I sent an invite to Toten Tex. If you are in chat, your name is Scottentex. So please check your messages. Oh, I got your message, no invite yet. Alright, seems like my invites are broken, so I'm gonna kick you out, invite him, then invite you back.
General chat still exists because it's part of chat 1.0, and like many things, including, for example, the ability to stop dead people from talking to live people in game chat, it's one of those things that is just part of a really old feature that needs to be replaced, but doing so is going to be a really big job that we haven't gotten around to yet. I've been pushing for a new chat system for a very long time, folks.
Ah, there we go.
The devs are totally on board. It's just one of those things. We make a list, we have a roadmap every year of the stuff we make, and then we prioritize it. And chat is always like right below the list of things we're going to be able to get done. But we focus on content, we focus on balance, we focus on improving the gameplay experience first. And chat is always like right off the bubble.
Yeah. Chat is very easy for us to moderate. So if you guys literally ever see someone like saying bad words or talking politics in general chat, please feel free to report them. It is so easy for people to get reported and chat banned, especially in general chat. It is moderated, but we can't be on there 24/7, so yeah.
Rue Trainman says, we are a family of players. My wife and I are 40 and play with our 18-year-old son and our 21-year-old daughter. Lots of fun. That's awesome, Rue Trainman. That's super cool to hear.
Yeah.
Emanon says, does Victor Kisley have a custom tank on his account, like a giant German rat or something? I would totally if I was him. I've been on A since 2011. So I got to be honest, guys, and this is more me speculating, but having worked for Victor's company for a while, and I don't think Victor would actually enjoy that kind of thing.
Yeah.
He very much enjoys being one of the players.
He does.
He really, I mean, I'm sure he has some benefits on his accounts on the ones he plays the most often. But honestly, he really likes to have the normal gamer experience.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he would have like an alt account on the NA server, and if he does it, like, I'd be honestly surprised.
When I hear him talk about what he enjoys about World of Tanks and World of Warplanes, it's very apparent that it's like the normal gameplay experience that players have.
Yeah.
Alan says, are you planning on coming to the Schwa in 2021 for Aquino? It's hard to plan that far out for me, but yeah, totally.
What was the cause of all chat being removed? People giving away the positions of remaining allies.
That was the biggest reason.
Yeah.
There were compounding issues, but the biggest one is we had an incredible amount of people giving away allied locations after they died in chat.
Yeah.
You wouldn't so. I mean, it's a business, right, guys? I'm not gonna lie to you. So in a business, how do you look at things? You look at how much money you're spending on them. We calculated how much money we were spending on customer support tickets for people who were giving away allied positions in chat. It was a stupendous amount of money that I'm not going to say here, but it would blow your mind. So that ultimately was the biggest reason. We still do want to remake chat. It's still on the docket. I mentioned it. It's just other stuff takes priority, or has so far.
Hit my gun instead of my turret roof, please. Wah, 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 wah,
and obviously, that's something that kind of kills the game experience for people. It's not just the money from the support tickets. If you're in a 1v3 situation and somebody in your team is mad at you for taking their position earlier in the game, and they ruin your chance at clutching a situation, like that just is a total experience killer.
Oh, come on.
What we need to do is be able to separate people who are dead from people who are alive in chat, so people who are alive can't see dead people chat. We just need to remake the chat system for that to be possible. Philip said, I actually started on the EU server, had to migrate when I ETS'd from Army and my wife got stationed in Fort Knox. Meta difference was crazy. Really, was it?
I'm just getting wrecked here.
I mean, I would argue that that kind of snitching is absolutely toxicity, Nick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's still plenty of toxicity going around, right? Hey, Wrecker, how's it going, man?
The weekly watcher code says, but why though?
Dude says, all chat was brilliant, but had my position given away too many times. People should grow up and move on. It's a game. If you're not having fun, stop playing. Yeah, I totally agree, but unfortunately, I've been around humans long enough to know that they're never going to do that. You have to build society with the humans you have, not the humans you think you should have, unfortunately.
I don't know about you, Pity I don't know how to say your name, but Pity, I don't know about you, but this match has no artillery in it. Like, in general, you probably should be about 1/3 of your games or so should be without artillery. Otherwise, the other 2/3 should be 1 through 3 artillery in your match. So, I don't think there are more games with arty. I just think it's a confirmation bias.
Well, I don't know. I would say it would be very hard for me to be convinced that people are complaining more about arty, having been around for as long as I have. People have always steadily complained about arty. I've talked about this on stream before too, but just to go over my position on this again, I think the frustration with arty is it's a fundamental game design thing, which is arty doesn't have an active counterplay to it. Obviously, you can you can figure out what arty is and try and take cover from it, but at the end of the day, if you get shot by arty, there's nothing like you can really do to counterplay it, and that's always going to cause frustration in a game. You can argue that's a flaw of World of Tanks, but it's a 10-year-old game. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I personally think arty can add to the game in some circumstances, but like I said, my personal view is that the issue is that it's a bit of a flaw from a pure game design perspective because there's no counterplay available. If there was more, I don't even. It's hard to come up with an easy solution to what that would be, which is why there isn't one. But I think there's always, as long as there is arty in the game, there's going to be people complaining about arty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's honestly, I love a lot of arty players. We have a lot of people who are, like disabled veterans who absolutely love artillery. It's the only thing they can play. It makes them feel like they can play a multiplayer shooter. And a lot of them are using, modified accessibility controllers. You have folks with one arm, folks with one hand, folks with no hands, who are able to use special controllers to play that class in a multiplayer shooter. And that's the only way they can play a multiplayer shooter game, or the only way they feel like they can. So I think that's awesome. It's, like a lot of things in life, it's tough. And there's no easy solution.
Counterplay so much of maps can't even be hit by arty. I don't feel like that's entirely true. I mean, I think there's a good balance,
right? Like certainly, if you're the, I know your pain if you're the arty guy who ends up on Himmelsdorf. But it's not an active counterplay, right? It's not like I saw this coming, so I made this decision and I outsmarted my opponent. You're just like, I hid behind this wall and he couldn't shoot me.
Wheels, why? What? Because
the hope was add variety to the gameplay, right? Yeah. That was why.
Can you remove bombers from World of Warplanes? We don't work on World of Warplanes. This is the wrong channel, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've learned recently that I can't talk about World of Warplanes because I'm very stupid on that subject.
Oh gosh. Iron Man without his suit is less than Ant-Man, Aquaman, etc.
Steve Glass says, thanks for your answer. Little poultry in French.
He's so smart. He is one of the smartest guys in the world.
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be people who aren't happy with arty. Like,
and
I understand their frustrations, to be honest.
Little poultry in French. I'm glad I didn't try to say that then. Petit. Any thoughts on having Clan Wars only tech tree tanks sometime? Wasn't that a thing already? Was that not a thing? Tech tree only?
It was ranked mode.
Ranked, that's what it was. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see how the devs felt about that.
Yep. Well, we'd have to talk to Big Brother. Big Brother's our competitive gaming manager here in North America about the possibility of something like that. I'm not sure.
All right, up next, and will probably be the last platoon, depending upon how much time we have, is Dill RL. Dill Real Life.
Katamari Democracy says, do you guys have any Foxy new premium tanks coming? Yes, and there's going to be a marathon.
Crusher. All right.
Thanks for the game, Toten.
Invite out. Do you guys have any Foxy new premium tanks coming? Very foxy.
Oracle says, are there any features from the early days that you guys miss? So I gotta be honest, chat's gonna hate me for this. Not necessarily the early days, but when the physics changes first came out, so you could start driving off cliffs and stuff. I loved that the tanks were more tippy and that people who were bad drivers flipped them constantly.
You mean the fact that the T50-2 flipped constantly? Yeah.
I thought, and talking to actual tankers, it was a lot of people were like, that's so unrealistic, and the real tankers I was talking to was like, actually, you absolutely can roll over a tank. It's a huge danger. There's a bunch of safety precautions you take to make sure you never roll a real tank over. And you can do a lot of... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say Gamescom is a, like, mostly EU thing. It's in EU.
E3. It's European E3. Yeah. We are tied into Gamescom, Pilled Jedi. We just don't have the streams. But if you watch the streams for the Twitch drops, they will apply to the NA server.
Okay.
So you're more than welcome to go watch the Gamescom streams and get the drops, folks.
All right, invite out again. If you didn't get it this time, please check your settings.
Do you guys like the new Polish meads? I'm only on the tier 6, and so far they're mid-ground.
Yeah, weekly watcher codes are NA only.
Jed says, hey guys, any closer to Watt monthly premium prescriptions? Unfortunately, not. No. Card says, I think he meant, do you have any good premium things coming? How's it going, Card? Hope you're doing well. Just your particular...
there we go.
Cabbage Mechanic loves watching community suffer and enjoys players' anguish live. It's true. It's true.
I don't know what old feature I miss. Like, in general, I've been pretty satisfied with the way that World of Tanks has evolved, especially since when I was a new player. I personally, okay, the one feature I do miss is being able to platoon with someone. If you're in a premium tank that has preferential matchmaking, be able to platoon with someone who is one tier lower, because then you can still match into the platoon or into the queue perfectly. It's just gonna have to like wiggle around a little bit with the
just a second. I want to play my E75 and something happened. I want to make sure I have the right gun mounted.
Okay,
it is the right gun.
What do you get with the 4-week bonus? You get actually a few things. You get a garage slots, you get some consumables, I believe you get boosters as well, with a 4-week bonus. I'm hoping to change that in the future. Possibly, I would like to be able to, if it's possible, add demounting kits onto it. Also, guess who we ran into?
Who?
On the other team.
Oh, Lord Sheen, who recently put out a Leopard review that was quite good, actually.
Yeah, well.
A sincere Leopard review.
Yeah.
Philip asks what our favorite... Actually, there was one question just above that. Bootai... is that Booty Do? I don't know.
What?
It's a French name on YouTube. Why weren't special cells nerfed? Is it because it would take a long time to make all armor penetrable in one way or another by standard shell? It was because the tests that we ran to change the shells didn't work out the way the devs wanted to. It's still something the devs are looking at solving long term, but the initial attempt to change the shells didn't work out the way that the devs wanted to. Wrecker said, Cabbage, how's the Eastern post buff? I've been getting a check. I hear really good things, but this is my first game in it. And I'm also a really bad heavy tank player, so I don't know.
I don't know what I'm doing. Where am I going? Goodness.
Why were the 10-year reward vehicles for the most part rewards previously given to veteran players? I guess it would be to save higher tier men if they give us tier 8. I think the idea has been mostly to like it's a nice nostalgia tank. That I think it's more about the nostalgia factor than like a specific tier. Not sure though. That'd be a dev question. And then somebody asked what our favorite tier 10 tanks were.
T-57. I really like the T-57.
If Emerald says there's a player on the other team that it was rumored had been prevented from playing anymore, strange, I suppose their hiatus wore enough. So that's not actually what happened. What happened is the way that person was playing was officially clarified to be against the rules. And that person has since altered the way they play and no longer plays that way anymore, as you will observe in this game we're playing together. And they're also putting out some actually pretty cool content on their YouTube channel. Most recently, a Leopard 1 review that I recommend checking out, actually.
Nice.
Altwar says, will we ever see the Awful Panther return? I certainly think you will. I'm just not sure what form it will take. The devs have tried like 3 different versions of the Awful Panther returning, and none of them have worked out quite.
Bringing back friendly fire sounds like a horrible idea. Overwatch doesn't have friendly fire.
Putai says, oh cool, devs are actually thinking about solving the spam. Well, you may not have, I don't know if you were playing the game or paying attention when this was going on, Putai. But we had a whole series of super tests in Sandbox that was entirely devoted to changing how the shells worked in World of Tanks. And it didn't work out, so the devs pulled the plug and then started focusing on other things that they wanted to do while they put that on the back burner.
This is really not good for us.
No, we have no spotting. We have no chance to shoot anybody.
Like, who could have gone hill? TVP, well, no. Maybe T-54? Are you in the T-54? Kusher, what are you doing? Should have gone hill.
Right. Oh yeah, I'm
kidding.
Scared.
I'm not gonna yell at you like that.
I am getting annihilated.
Yeah, you are.
For friendly fire was both good and bad. Yeah, definitely true. It had good and bad things about it.
What's the story with Meathead and the M60? If you guys want to know the actual story, so back when the M60 was first released, it was released as a Clan Wars reward tank. It was given out to people via the back-end system. And there was a guy who didn't actually compete in Clan Wars, but did get an M60. He renamed himself as M60 Jesus and started telling people that he got a code for an M60, and that is why he was clanless and had an M60. This was incorrect, but it spawned a lot of people trying to fake giving out M60 codes or fake selling them, and so it became kind of a phenomenon that players would tell people to ask Meathead, ask any of the community managers for an M60 code because they wanted to be like M60 Jesus. That kind of lost all meaning, and now it's just kind of a joke between community managers and community people to send each other to other people and say, ask them for an M60 code.
Yeah, and it was for a while before Meathead left even.
Yeah.
That was a long running joke.
Yeah, that was coined, I think, in 2016 or 2015, something like that.
Rumor has it says, will we see the new Italian heavies this year? Nothing is locked in stone on that rumor, but like I said, they're not currently seeing like super test actions, so do with that information what you want.
And this year we got an M60 code that gave a single manual fire extinguisher. You have to say a single. Ooh, hello.
Philip says, we need a better way to deal with players intentionally blocking allies from retreating, or people pushing allies in the open diet. So, Philip, while I will agree that this system could use some improvement, just to make sure you're aware, you can submit a replay of a game to our rules violation team and customer support. They will review that replay and give people who do that kind of stuff a game strike, which Those really rapidly escalate to pretty serious game bans.
Yeah.
It does. Obviously it's inconvenient. You have to go save the replay, go submit to customer support. That kind of sucks. I totally understand. But just so you're aware, that is an option. It will get the people banned, and it's something.
Yeah. Physics abuse.
It is under physics abuse. Yeah.
So is intentionally destroying your tank. So like drowning and cliff diving.
Boyerman says, I just get the feeling that WoT caters so much to big clans, but the big clans do not pay for anything about as much as MMO pounds. So I see that kind of stuff a lot, and having been involved with the game for such a long time now, it's not that necessarily that wargaming caters to big clans. It's that the game design philosophy that World of Tanks was created and mostly continues to operate on is that good players deserve rewards for being good. And it's one of the ways that World of Tanks is a little bit it's a non-Western game. It wasn't made by a Western game studio. The philosophy of design is different, and one of the ways that it's different is there's a consistent feeling that good players deserve rewards. So it's not so much that the game caters to big clans so much as the big clans, the top clans, are composed of really good players who get the best rewards. And that's, it's one of the reasons that World of Tanks is fairly unique in the Western market. Most companies cater more to a general audience. World of Tanks does not. It's very much a hardcore experience that caters to people who really want to try and learn the mechanics and use them to get really good at the game.
Yeah. Blurman says, why can't we go by stat-based matchmaker? One of the biggest reasons, so let me explain why it's a horrible idea to have random matchmaker. I'll just straight up use stats. All people who have really good stats, if they are only matched up with people at their same level, their stats will slowly decline. And this is because, for one, World of Tanks does not have a respawn mechanism, which means there's only a specific amount of damage that you can do in a single battle. And because you're being matched up against people who are at the same, level of play as you, your win rate is going to trend slowly to 50%. That is just how things go. You absolutely will have to play at a much higher level to even be statistically good, to show those statistics as good, and it's just not feasible. It's not a good system to have the normal matchmaker be stats or based on skill only. I think it would be a good idea to add some stats to matchmaker, but just have ask how a lot of Unicums feel about ranked, and you'll get your answer as to why why it would be a terrible idea. I'm just saying.
I'm a little more mixed on it. I think my take would be, I'm sure you've played other games that have skill-based matchmaking. Have you ever played one where people didn't complain about their teammates?
No. You will always complain about your teammates.
All that happens,
it won't make a difference.
You shift the blame from random matchmaker is ruining things for me to my teammates are ruining things for me because I'm better than them, but they're so bad I can't climb my way out of this. In League of Legends they call it ELO hell.
Yeah.
No matter how you design a matchmaker, people are gonna find reasons for why they lose.
Yeah.
I recommend, my personal recommendation as someone who's played a lot of video games for a long time competitively, is focus on your own play and control what you can control. So I do see some people talking about, I don't like super slanted matches. I totally agree with you guys on that. 15-2, 14-3.
That's why I said some skill-based matchmaker would be cool, but realistically all it's going to do is make it so that your ideas of why matches are 15-5 and whatever it is not based on skill. Even Clan Wars has 15-5 and 15-0, 15-1 matches. It's not going to make a difference. It's just going to satisfy your causation reasons, so it's not going to do much.
Heavy Metal said under system use guide people would move up and down in brackets during the train. Yeah, like I said, it would just shift the complaining. We do have ranked, like that's what ranked mode is. Ranked mode is a mode where there is skill-based matchmaking.
Yeah.
And that's, it is being looked that way. What can be said? Someone say skill to King Baboon. Shout out to King Baboon, low skill. Definitely agree that either side of 15-2 is unfun. It's also true that some amount of 15-2s are inevitable.
Statistically
mode,
inevitable.
We are on track for Halloween mode. Fingers crossed that holds up, boys. I'm telling you, the team that is working on the Halloween mode is extremely hardcore committed to making sure it happens and making sure it's awesome, and they're going to make it happen, guys, and it's going to be awesome. So Halloween mode this year. Book it. Yeah. Lock it in. Look forward to it.
Alrighty. Anyways, on that note, it is just about the end of the stream. It is 6 p.m. over here in Central Time. Cabbage, any last words for our viewers? Somebody asked us what you're having for dinner tonight.
Should those be my last words?
Well, they had that as a question. You can answer that and then have last words. I'll give you that.
Okay. I don't know what's for dinner. But be excellent to each other as my last words.
All right. I am having spaghetti. Otherwise, we will see you. Well, I will see you again on Thursday. I believe Crazy Boop is going to be joining me on Thursday. So if you guys like seeing him around, do join us on Thursday. Otherwise, I'll see you on Thursday. We will be rating for free. So if you guys want to, give him a nice, warm Sherman gang welcome. Goodbye,
and feel free
everybody.
to complain to matchmaking about him. He'll agree.
Yeah.
Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for stopping by.